Checking, checking, checking. What's going on, Machiavelli Games? Thank you for leaving a like. I am your host, your humble host, Coral the Hard Rock, and welcome to the Total Spirits Live. I'm just not getting up. I'm not busy for once. So you guys can go ahead and stream in. We'll go ahead and continue our stream yesterday. If you have missed the stream yesterday, please, after this stream, go back and watch them. I just now started the Lost Judgments here not too long ago after finishing Judgment, the very first game. If you want to go ahead and check that series out, go ahead and go back to the archives after this, but go ahead and leave a like, go ahead and subscribe. You already know how it is. How's y'all? Well, noon now. Noon for my East Coast and Central, but still in the morning, still considered morning in the West Coast. So how y'all doing after the day? What's going on? What you got on up? So far, my mission is right now I'm trying to go ahead and solve this school bullying in this game right now. It's the first chapter. So we're going to get down to the nitty gritty. Daze, don't listen to him. Unless he's going to go ahead or someone will pay $40 for me to play that game. It's not happening. But on that note, in 2 weeks, now we got the next, I will be streaming Final Fantasy Rebirth. Yeah, I might want to go ahead and check it out. When you leave that like, go ahead and subscribe, hit that notification bell to make sure that you are always on point in Total Spirits Live, so you will never miss a beat. So you will always level up. I didn't go ahead and stream Remake. I'm sorry for that, you guys. When I first got the game, I didn't get through half of it. So it's just no point in streaming it. But I will stream Rebirth. If you would like me to stream Remake, I will. It may seem a little too easy because it's pretty much, you know what I'm saying, New Game Plus, but you'll at least get the story. Or I can just replay the story for you
you're gonna come out to lunch with us or what?
Series. Let's go ahead and check this out.
Don't you have anything more to say than that, Coda? Get your ass up. Come on. Matsune's really not in the mood to deal with your shit today.
I'll just eat lunch here, okay?
Huh? You're giving us lip now? I guess you won't be needing this stuff then.
Classmates are bitches. Help her out.
You little slut.
Of course he's gonna call her that because she's not giving up to him.
You're out here living the dream, aren't you?
Enough.
I can't stand bullies. He's actually getting pissed off.
What's the fucking holdup, Coda? You should be thanking us for even inviting you to come.
So slow. I can't fucking stand you.
Look at him.
Well,
look at
damn.
him.
So much for my appetite. You guys are making me sick.
Pathetic.
Hey, who the fuck said that?
It is a damn shame, bro. It's sad.
You guys talking about us?
You see anyone else being assholes? Of course he's talking about you.
Yeah, I've not had it with you punks. This shit's getting old. The fuck?
Ganging up on the same girl day after day make you feel real big?
Unfucking believable that it takes 3 of them to do the job.
Seriously, you guys? You're taking Coda's side here? You know she's just a whore, right?
You okay, Coda-san? Just ignore
Most likely she's actually the one. That's why she got in the group.
Calling
We'll go
someone a
ahead.
whore isn't gonna win you any points.
Right? Let's hear it for the picture of purity over here.
What the hell? Hey!
She can dish it, but she can't take it. Hope the boys are watching.
What?
What the fuck, man? If you want to talk shit, say it to my face.
What part of this don't you understand?
Yeah. You know what, guys? It's true. You guys just need to leave her alone.
He's right. He's totally right. What's your
It's like-
problem with her anyway?
It's more than y'all than them.
Exactly. So back off, Coda-san.
And these cats are not. Those cats are not Bruce Lee.
Get the hell out of here.
When you guys going to lunch, go choke on a chopstick.
Oh, how does it feel now?
Just get going, would you?
Yeah. Toss them out.
What in the hell is going on here?
Hey, Watson. Fuck this.
Yeah. Let's just go.
Fuck it.
That's what I'm talking about.
I've never seen those kids band together like that.
I always remember that. I always remember that,
What
people.
was going on in there now?
It takes more than just one voice.
Even when you know something happening
As a
right in front of you
collective,
is
as a
wrong.
collective, you can do anything.
Not so different from adults.
All right.
Yagami-san, was
You
everything
stop
we just
bullying. You
witnessed
stop all the
part of our
BS.
plan?
It's just psychology. There's this concept called the bystander effect. According to the psychologists, when a person witnesses an incident, there's three things that run through their mind if other people are in the vicinity. One, if no one else acts, it must not be urgent. Two, if no one else acts, I don't have to take action either. And three, if I take action alone, I'll embarrass myself. The
I
result,
like this too.
everybody stands there and nobody takes action. I just figured if I could get even one person to step up and raise their voice, it would spur the rest of them to push past their inability to act. Penguins are the same way. You ever seen a flock of them hesitating to take a leap into the sea? One takes the first plunge and the others all start following after him.
The first penguin, you say? It's a fascinating term for a display of bravery. I've heard it said that overseas in America, the first penguin is a symbol of respect.
So for Yagami-shi, that would mean your voice was the first penguin in that classroom.
I can't say for certain this resolved your bullying problem. But here's hoping it's at least a good first step.
They're gone. You should be safe from them for a while.
Y'all step up, should be alright. And if y'all step up, she go ahead and, so gain some courage herself. That's why it's a lot of problems, especially in Japan with the class system. Like I said in the last one, that's why they have a special, that's why they have a special force, just look it up.
Might not be wise for adults.
They have one of the highest rates in that
Suppose
category in the
your plan
world.
has worked out for the better. But it should be teachers and administrators handling these matters, not detectives.
You know what? I couldn't agree more.
Then if you'll
The social
excuse me,
system over there. It's a beautiful country, but man.
Oh, come on, man. Lighten up a little. You didn't have to rub it in her face.
You know what she thinks? She thinks we're some bums off the street trying to meddle in academic affairs.
You got my big brother over here, Pussy Whip, because he likes her. He reminds her of a teacher he had a crush on.
Some magic you
Come
worked
on,
there.
bruh.
Hard to admit this at my age, but I learned quite.
And you damn right, Daze, it's business. It's business.
Wouldn't go that far.
Good stuff, Yagami-san. Naturally. I knew you would deliver.
Huh?
Who's on the phone? Oh, shit.
Sorry, I have to take this. Hey, this is Yagami.
This is Shirosaki. Do you have a minute?
Sure.
I gotta go back to Kamurocho?
I have a rather urgent request for you. It concerns a trial we've been involved with.
Listen, sorry, son. I'm a little busy. I don't know if I could take a rush job at the moment. We aren't even in Kamurocho right now. Actually, I'm in Yokohama.
Really? That's interesting.
I'm helping Sugiura out with a case for his new agency. We're on site right now. At Serio High School. Sorry, son?
Oh,
You
shit.
there?
Serio High? Somewhere near Eugene-cho? Is that the school?
Excuse me.
Have you heard of it?
A college-age student teacher from that school went missing about 2 months ago. It was all very sudden.
Huh. I think I heard something about that, actually.
He himself was a Serio High graduate. He'd returned to his alma mater to finish his teaching credential.
Just a sec. How do you know so much about this?
The teacher's name is Hiro Mikoshiba, and his body was discovered a few days ago. They found him in one of Ichincho's abandoned buildings.
Huh?
The body was badly decomposed, but Kanagawa police have just released his identity. Moments ago, in fact.
Moments ago?
This is gonna end today?
Thing is, someone else
Chill
knew
out, bro.
Mikoshima was
You gotta
dead
be serious when I'm
before
on
the
the phone this
police
long.
even confirmed it.
Yeah.
A sex offender, Akihiro Ehara. I defended him in court. The day Mikoshiba disappeared, Ehara was arrested at the station for groping. He's also an active duty officer.
So you're saying he committed the murder too?
No. The victim was still alive while Ehara was at the station in Tokyo committing sexual battery. He was caught and arrested on the spot. And he's been in jail for the 2 months since.
I also have
So
some
if I
like
have this
Japan.
right, he has an alibi for the murder?
Right. But there's more to it. A few days ago, someone lit flares at the location of Mikoshiba's body. It obviously couldn't have been Ehara, so I suspect that's the real culprit. But whoever that is somehow connected to Ehara.
Otherwise, there's no other way he could have known about the body.
Exactly. There's clearly more to Ehara than an officer turned groper. More than likely, he's an accomplice to murder.
Okay. So do we have a motive?
4 years ago, Ehara's only son hung himself in their home. He was a student at Seiryō High at the time. And the way Ehara sees it, his death was the result of bullying at the hands of his classmate, Mikoshiba.
You mean it's revenge? In that case, could he possibly have hired someone else to kill the guy in his stead?
It's highly likely. As for my request, I'd like to see what you can find out. Mikoshiba's murder is too suspicious. Up until today, I wrote Ehara off as just another train groper. But he got arrested for that on the exact day that Mikoshiba was killed. It can't be a coincidence.
I mean, you couldn't ask for a better alibi than being arrested for a different crime, right? Otherwise, the cops would have pinned him as suspect number one.
But groping as an alibi? Why go to all that trouble? There had to have been a better way than that. I'm worried. As his attorney, I have to admit there's a chance Ehara planned this, which means I've made a critical oversight. Even worse, I let a misguided court issue a verdict. I can't allow that to stand. I need to reconsider both the harassment and the murder, because I think the truth is these cases are one and the same.
All right. Well, what can I do for you?
Can you see if anyone at Seiryō High will talk about Mikoshiba? Right now, we need more information. And the first thing we should focus on is how and why he disappeared. That could give us a lead.
So, does this mean you're hiring me?
It does. Consider it an official request, if you would.
Okay, I'm on it. No better feeling than when the jobs line up perfectly.
Damn right. Okay, let's see. Now we're going to chapter 2. Let's go. I'll try to catch on up.
Ijincho, Yokohama. A harbor town where rotting secrets rarely stay uncovered. The deceased was a student teacher who had vanished from a high school Yagami was investigating. Yet the linchpin to this case, a police officer named Ehara, was arrested for a different crime, a train groping that shocked the nation. Upon hearing the verdict, Ehara gave the court an ominous revelation, that the son he had lost was avenged.
Man made an alibi by groping on asses. Oh, y'all not gonna catch me, man. Alright, but like I said, I'm sorry about this, you guys. Excuse me, hold on.
Before I go all in, can we go over the defendant's profile? That way I'll have something to
Yeah,
work
I'm still getting over this cold and nose is stopped up, so I'm breathing kind of heavy. I apologize.
Senior officer with Tokyo PD.
I'm here for you to have some good ass fun. How about that?
In Tokyo. That is, until his arrest.
Lived alone? Unmarried then?
His wife moved to Yokohama without him 7 years ago, when their son Toshiro started at Seiryō High. Toshiro-kun ended up taking his life in his 3rd year. That's 4 years ago if you're counting.
And the couple never reconciled, huh?
Apparently his wife wanted nothing to do with him from that point on. That's it for personal details.
All right.
As for the charge, Ehara's maintained his innocence. He's had no luck getting him to budge. Mind you, the prosecution is plenty against him. Security camera surveillance, eyewitness footage, even trace evidence gathered on scene.
The same footage the media was plastering on TV?
Yes, although some of it was edited for privacy or length, but it painted a clear enough picture.
Hard to dispute something you can see right in front of you.
True.
And what about when they handed down the verdict? Ehara flew off the handle or something?
Yeah, that's one way of putting it.
Your Honor, in a warehouse, about 3 days ago, a body turned up in Yokohama. The body belongs to a guy named Hiro Mikoshiba. 4 years ago, this man took my son from me by driving him to commit suicide.
Ehara seemed convinced that Mikoshiba had bullied his son, and to get his justice, he even took Seiryō High to court. However, the court ruled against him, claiming there was no substantial evidence of bullying. I still need to dig into the court record of that case to see if there's anything of value.
Sounds like I'm on deck then. I've got someone involved in the case right in front of me.
Who?
The chairman of Seiryō High himself.
Are you talking about me?
You heard me.
I don't know how you pull these things off, Yagami-san. But let me give you a word of caution.
I'm listening.
Mikoshiba's murder hasn't been made public yet, so please don't go around talking about it, especially at his school. The Kanagawa police will investigate the school soon enough, and if they find out everyone already knows...
They'd show us the door, lock it behind them, and probably charge us with obstruction.
Exactly. Oh, and before I send you Mikoshiba's photo, there's one last thing you should know.
What's that?
Ehara's ruling was the day before yesterday. That means we only have 13 more days to potentially file an appeal.
Oh, beautiful. A short time window. And what I mean by short time window in cases like this, when you're dealing with certain people, certain levels, yes. You might as well say 13 days is pretty much 24 hours. So yeah, it's the equivalent of 24 hours.
If we don't make our move, Ehara will walk out of court with a sex offense charge and a minor slap on the wrist. And once his case is closed, it would take a miracle to get it reopened, even if there had been a critical oversight.
Right.
I'm sorry to give you a time limit instead of a viable solution.
Don't worry. I'll have to make do. For now, let's just keep in touch.
Thanks, and good luck.
Yo, what was that about?
Sorry. Give me one more sec.
Yep, that's what the kid looks like.
Actually, Kaito-san, can I fill you in later? I need to get some answers from the chairman.
They're trying to play innocent now. Shit. A new info has been added to your case file. Harassment of Shinjuku Station. Also, evidence updated from harassment of Shinjuku Station. Persons of interest updated as a harassment of Shinjuku Station. And case synopsis updated. New info is added to your case file. Missing teacher's murder. The persons of interest updated. Missing teacher's murder. The case synopsis updated. Okay. Alright, we're going to ask this man questions, and more questions. We're going to get down to this. We'll get down to the nitty gritty. You better not go ahead and hold nothing out on me. I'm going to know. Oh, I'm going to know. We're going to see.
I take it that call was the Genda Law Office? You seem popular as ever, Yagami-shi.
Of course. Even when I don't work for them, they need me. Well, that's my group, though. I like those guys. I love them. They won't get me on the path I'm on now.
Well, I want details later.
Alright, let me see something real quick. Alright. Okay. see. Alright. Yeah, what else you got for me?
Okay, Yagami-san. Tsukumo and I will do some digging on the bullying front. I mean, no way you could say no to Sari-san, right?
Oh, that's my partner. She's cool as fuck. I'll tell you, when you deck her out tonight, she's one of the finest women on here. Person knows how it always is. That's how it always is in Japanese.
You with something, Yagami-san?
Anime, games,
You sure
movies.
can. Only thing is, where to start?
Okay. Okay.
Remember how you told me about a student teacher went missing?
Oh,
This is him, right? Hiro Mikoshiba.
How do you have that photo? But yes, that's him.
Oh, no.
I'd like to ask a bit about him in relation to a separate investigation.
What is it you need to know? Did something happen to him?
I'm afraid I can't give you any details. This request comes from a very close colleague. I'm sure you understand. It's a matter of detective-client privilege. I know that isn't much consolation. But if it's any comfort, I would never disclose anything about your case either.
But don't you see? Mikoshiba-kun was officially reported missing. Please, can you tell me something?
I promise. I'll tell you everything I can when I can. But for now, let me ask the questions.
Very well. Go ahead.
I'll start with the basics. Mikoshiba-kun was a graduate here, correct? And that's why he came back to train as a teacher?
That's correct.
How long was he supposed to be here?
3 weeks, originally. He'd nearly finished his time with us. But one day he simply stopped coming. It was as if all was well. Then, suddenly, he was gone. Or, at least, that's how I'd heard it.
Were you two not that close?
No. We'd had barely exchanged a word since he arrived.
Wasn't there a pretty dark rumor about Mikoshiba-kun 4 years back? Something about how he drove a student to suicide?
You mean what was dredged up online? Yes, I'm aware of it. However, in the subsequent lawsuit, that rumor was put to rest. The court found no evidence of bullying.
But you had your doubts, didn't you? So you called on us to take a deeper look.
Well, yes. But let's not get confused. The tragedy from 4 years ago does weigh on us. But we've washed our hands of the matter.
Well, you say that, yet I can't help circling back to the same question. Why would the head of a school hire detectives to monitor his students in secret? Potentially even out of pocket.
Well, for one thing, it would reflect poorly on our institution were I to openly suspect our students. Then there's the issue of bullying being recorded and shared online. You know what kind of firestorm that can cause. I should mention, I'm the one who takes the fall for it. My own privacy be damned. So of course I would opt for secrecy.
That's fair. But what that still doesn't answer is why this is happening now.
I'm not sure I follow.
Could this be what riled you up?
But this is...
This is footage of Akihiro Ihara 2 months ago, captured up in Tokyo. The man was an active duty police officer, so of course it made the rounds in the media. But you already knew all that. After all, He's the one who sued your school on account of what his son endured here. Bullying that led to suicide.
Well, that's undeniable.
And now that he's in the spotlight, any more problems at Serio would lead people to start connecting the dots. The police would dig up that suicide in no time, regardless of whatever the court had ruled. They might even reach the conclusion you had covered the whole thing up. I get the feeling that's why we're really here, to prevent another mess on your hands.
Oh, I see now. Our job's to sniff out any bullying, then you sweep it under the rug.
That's simply not true. At least, that wasn't my intention.
You sure about that? The thought never even crossed your mind?
Perhaps it did. The scenario you described was painfully accurate. Every time I saw Ihara-san on TV, I'd grow sick with worry that it could all boil over on us here at any moment.
I can assure you, Chairman, I'm not here to cause any trouble. I only want to learn about Mikoshiba-kun.
In that case, you should speak with Sawa-sensei. She was his teaching mentor.
Her? Great. That's my luck.
See? I told you we should have stayed on her good side.
How was I supposed to know?
So, would you like me to call her back here?
No, thanks. I should go see her myself. Do a bit of smoothing over.
In that case, you may want to go downstairs and see if she's in the faculty room. She should still be on lunch.
Perfect. I've got another chance to shoot my shot.
Sorry, Kaito-san, but I'm fielding this one alone. Tsukumo, you guys can clear out too.
What? You're benching all of us? Just like that?
I don't understand the meaning of this, Yagamishi.
If I had time to explain, I would. Just trust me on this for now.
A man's trying to shoot his shot.
Did you need something, sir?
Oh.
You're tired of playing those games.
Sawa-sensei here? Thank you.
Okay. Let's see what we got here. Oh,